Have you ever wanted to learn Unreal Engine but don't know where to start? Boy, you're in the right place. Welcome to Unreal Made Easy, and with what we're going to do in this video today is we're going to first learn UI basics. Next, we're going to help you make your first actual blueprint, and then finally, we're going to demonstrate that blueprint. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start out with, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select, once you've got the engine installed and we're in 5.4, we're going to start with the games category. Within the games category, we're going to go to the third person character template. Now, it's important when you're first starting out to enable the starter content because you can use this to demo projects and it'll give you a little extra things to work with. All right, right here, I'm just going to start with the My Project and I'm just going to select Create. Okay, so right here, we're inside of this area. It's called the Viewport. And what you can do is you can take, well, the first thing you can do is we can actually add to the viewport. So right here, if we go to Window, we can go to any type of thing right here as far as the setting, and like world settings, we can add that. Now, if we go back here and we look, we have world settings. And now we have the world tab right here. Now, me personally, I like to move my setup around a little bit. I like my outline over here. And you can actually move any of these boxes any kind of way you want. And you can put them literally anywhere. But say that you get confused and you don't really want this like this and you want to go back to the default. You simply go back up here to the Window tab, go to Load, and then go to Default Editor Layout. Okay, so now that we're in the default editor layout, we're going to go to our content folder down here at the bottom. And you can see here under Content, Third Person, and Blueprints, we got our third person character. If we double click this, it's going to open up the tab right here. But if you notice, we lost our viewport. That's because our viewport is right there if you select and drag off of it. But so what's happening is it's opening the brand new file into the, it's going to open it every time right over the top of this. So in order to fix that and to save time, because when you're opening multiple tabs, it can be difficult, you can go to Edit, Editor Preferences, and then you can go to Asset Editor, Open on Location, and we're going to select that from the main window. Close, and then hit Save. Now, anytime we open up a tab, like this third person character, it'll open in a new tab next to it, and you can go back and forth. Okay, so now, to maneuver around the viewport, you're going to hold down your right mouse button, and you can actually move your mouse around like this, and it'll allow you to move and view it with the right mouse click and just, dragging. You can also use the W, A, S, D keys to zoom in and look at an object in the viewport. You can also use the Q and the E to go down and up within the viewport. Another important thing to note here is that if you look right here, you see how we got these shadows and everything? I've got these settings pretty high. One thing we can do is if you're in a project and it's bogging you down, you can actually go up here to the Settings tab and you can look for engine scalability, and you're just going to hover over here and you're going to hit the low setting. What'll happen is it'll minimize everything so it's not as graphically extensive. Now, if you look, we've lost our actual shadows here. And that's because we're running at a lower setting, but it's going to run a lot faster. You can see the scalability low right here. We can go back to settings. And me personally, my system's fast enough on this particular project. I can run it at Epic. And you can even adjust these accordingly to help with performance. Next, while we're here, we can take one of the objects in the viewport, we can left click, and we got these things called little widgets. So think of it this way. The W widget gives you the up and down and slide arrows for movement, and the E gives you the rotation. E key gives rotation, and then the R key gives for resizing, and by grabbing off of the different axes. Okay, Now that we've explored the viewport a little bit, let's go ahead and play inside the viewport. So by selecting this green button here, you can actually move and walk around inside of the viewport. Spacebar for jump, WASD keys to move around. You can even interact with the objects. All right, so let's continue on and start let's actually make our character blueprint. So if we hit the escape key, we can get out, and we're going to hit the third person character right here. And what you want to do is we're going to scroll right here to the top, and we're going to start our code right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the viewport. Since we're in the third person character blueprint, we're going to look at our third person character. Now, right here, we've got a camera, but we're going to add a second camera to start our first blueprint. We're going to go back and forth between third person with a single button click. So what we want to do is over here to the left, we want to highlight the mesh inside this viewport here on the components. We're going to click the add button. And then right here, we're going to just type in CAM for camera. And we're going to use the regular camera, not the cinematic. For the name, scroll over, we're just going to put FP camera and enter. Now the camera's already is within the viewport. And what we want to do with this here is we want to select, first we can do a compile and save. And we want to do with this camera here is we want to make sure we select it. And we're going to change something here. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to select this first person camera. We're going to go over here and we're going to type in ROT, which is for the rot for rotation. And we're going to use the pawn rotation to move this camera. So when the character turns, the camera will turn. We're going to do a compile and a save. Next, with this highlighted, we're going to select something called the parent socket. It's going to be this folder right here. And what we want to use is the head. You can type it in the search or you can click it right here. And we need to adjust this camera so we can actually use it. By using the scroll of the mouse backwards, you can slow down the movement of your mouse, of your movement within the viewport here. Okay, so same rules apply here for the camera. So if we do the E key, first compile and save. Okay. We're going to be able to rotate the camera like so. And then what we want to do is go back to the W key, walk it forward a little bit, like so, and make sure that it's in a good position. And this is pretty good. But the only issue we're going to have here now is if you look at the camera behind right here and this camera, the rotation is off. So we're going to go back to the E and we're going to rotate that. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at the picture sideways when we're running around in first person. We're going to do a compile and a save. Actually, make sure, let's back up a little bit. We're going to do this one more. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to line it up pretty good to where you're using that to see. Compile, save. Next, we're going to select this event graph. Now, right here in the event graph, we're going to need we're going to need first a way to activate. So we're going to do a right click, and we're going to type in middle mouse button. We're going to select that one. Then next, we're going to grab both of our cameras. So we're going to grab our first person camera and drag that onto the graph. And then we're going to grab our follow camera and drag that on there as well. Now, we're going to need something to switch. So when we hit the mouse button, it'll flip-flop between it like a toggle. So we're going to drag off of here and we're going to type flip-flop. And that will give us our flip-flop. Next, we're going to need to set which camera is going to be active. So we're going to do set active. Like so. And what we want to do here is we're going to left click here and then hover down here and do a Control D. That's going to cause us to duplicate that. And we're going to need 2 of these for each camera. So in order to save time, we're going to left click and we got both of these highlighted. We're going to hover over here and do a Control D. And we want to make sure we target the cameras. That's what we need to do here. That's important. We want to connect our cameras up. We want to set, okay, so when we toggle, we're going to set the toggle to start up here. And then when it flips down, it's going to go down to here to this logic. Now, on the first one, we want to set the camera to active for the first person and false for the second. For the second, for the follow cam. And then after that, we're going to need to set the first person to false, set the third person to true. We're going to do a compile and save. Now we're going to go back to our third person map. We're going to hit play just like before. And this time, when we walk around, we can hit the mouse button, and now we're in first person. Now, granted, it's going all the way around, but this is our basic first blueprint. We can run around, we can look at our feet, our hands, we can jump, everything. Okay, that concludes for today's lesson. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.